Hello, everyone. Um, as you may know, we are witnessing the whole world, the horrible scenes in Australia and New Zealand. The tyranny has absolutely gone insane, actually locking down the whole nation for a few cases of allergy and extremisms in the measures in lockdowns and preventions and quarantines being applicated. Even the use of the Australian military in great numbers and the police as well. We've been witnessing in some suburbs of Sydney, probably the rest in other Australian cities, people closed in the house to undergo preventive quarantine. Then 24,000 kids, I'm thinking the state of New South Wales, were taken by force from their families and homes by great numbers of police officers in force, and even the aid of the military again, to go undergo mass production or being jabbed in the stadium. This is very worrying. When tyrants begin to push too far, using saying it's for your safety, it's just an excuse to gain total control on the population, and hence taking away your rights to travel, freedom, and even your right to free speech or even to protest. But the Australian people, very courageous, in huge numbers, they were protesting in every single major city in Australia. There were arrests, but the eyes of the world are upon these tyrants actually behaving like communist dictators in Eastern Bloc countries where socialism and Marxism was once before. It seems it's a rebirth of this tyranny ideology, Orwell style. That's why I always say never believe what the media say or what the government says, because they always tell lies and always entering contradiction. The price of freedom has to be paid. Freedom is not given by the state. It's your right by birth. And no one has no legal right, nor even the governments, to take away that right. Not even under no such circumstances like this. It's just an excuse. Once you start giving away Australian freedom, you consent to this tyranny to take place. It always happens like this. Throughout history, it happened like this. Dissidents, people persecuted, people turned against each other. This is typically what happened in the past with our tyrannies. The past can teach us lessons so we don't make the same mistakes in the future. And we must have our eyes wide open and do not trust, not even with a pinch of salt, these people, because they are liars. They will continue to deceive you, make you things you don't have to do. They create what was a drama into a national crisis. Just for a handful of cases, you lock down the whole fucking country. These people are mentally insane, and they should be stopped with every single measure, legal, peacefully, or otherwise people will do a civil uprising. That's how revolutions start.